Peace World. It's your guy Klyph, man. I have a really big announcement that I'm excited to make. We've been doing the Klyph Notes podcast for a while, and it's been really great to have the opportunity to build with so many people and make connections, build relationships. And I am just really happy to announce that beginning in August of 2017, Acapella Apparel is an official supporter of the Klyph Notes podcast. If you had an opportunity to hear the interview that I did with Trent from Acapella Apparel, you really got an opportunity to see what they're all about, how they've been growing over the years, straight out of Portland, Oregon. And it's a great fit for us, and excited to see some of the things that we're going to be able to do. But Acapella was founded on the love of all things music, inspired by the old school mix masters from times past, and I think that you'll find their designs to really be one of a kind. The website is acapella.com. It's AKEPELE.com. Apparel for the music lifestyle. So once again, excited to officially announce that Acapella Apparel is an official supporter of the Klyph Notes podcast. No doubt, no doubt. All right, y'all. So let's get into the producer showcase. This is a new segment that we're doing on the Klyph Notes podcast now, taking some time to showcase some of the producers that I have an opportunity to connect and build with. So many great producers based right here out of Portland, Oregon. And last week, we featured production from my man Theory Has It. You can check him out at theoryhasit.com. Tonight, we're going to be featuring production from local collective It's Future Time. And dope in-house production, man. My man AED came through the Welcome to the Neighborhood radio show with my man Darren Todd, and we had a chance to chop it up. Here's some production. Darren Todd went in on the live session, but at any rate, man, yeah, it's Future Time. We're gonna get into some production right quick. This is some production from Les Moss. You can check out information on It's Future Time at itsfuturetime.com. But yeah, man, let's get into this joint. This is music from producer Les Moss, joint called 037. So check it out right here. We're going to get into a dope conversation with my man Mike Capes. It's Klyph Notes. Y'all. It's your guy DJ Klyph. We doing it again. It's another episode of the Klyph Notes podcast. You can catch it every so often. Whenever I get an opportunity to build with cats. Yeah, man. So dope announcement. Y'all checked out at the top of this podcast. Really excited for things to come. For real. Shout out to the folk over at Acapella Apparel. www.acapella.com, I believe. At any rate, this one I'm always excited about the interviews that I get an opportunity to do. Excited about this one for real. This is a cat that years ago, when I was looking to connect with local artists and trying to find out who was doing things, this is a young man who came across my radar. And it's just been really dope to watch him grow as an artist to the point that he's at right now. He's definitely somebody that represents the city. If you're looking for who's making moves in the city of Portland, his name definitely pops up, and rightfully so. But enough of that. Let me just do it like this. Yo, man, let them know who you are.
Mike Capes, man. What up? How y'all doing?
What's good with you, man?
Man, nothing much, man. came through to have a good conversation, man. Fight through the tiredness. We good though. We good.
Yo, but let's talk about that. Let's just jump off right there, man. You talk about the tiredness. You've been busy.
Yeah.
You've been all kind of busy. We are recording this the night after a listening party.
Yeah.
You had a listening party last night over at Yanagita. Shout out to my guys.
Yeah, right
over
down
at
the street,
Yanagita's, man. For the new project, B.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about it.
It's a project that's produced by Dre Slaps.
Yeah, every track. Yeah, every track is produced by my partner Dre Slaps, man.
Now Dre's been DJing for you for a minute,
for a little while now. Yeah,
and to have an opportunity to have him produce a full project, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's dope, man. We had talked about it before, but it just wasn't the time, you know what I mean? But now we came around to it, and it made sense at this moment. He produced a track off Concrete Dreams, Inner City Tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
So in the way we made that beat, we had a lot of chemistry when we was making that beat. And I've known him for a while, so
yeah,
man, we got around to it and we made some bangers.
Let's go back a little bit, B, and just talk about how we get to the place that we at right now. Anybody who listens to your music, you definitely make it clear where you represent. But in terms of where you got started, man, where you from?
North Portland, St. John's, man, all day.
That's what's up.
All day.
It's crazy because when I was thinking about having the chance to chop it up with you on this level and thinking about the talent that comes out of St. John's, I mean, there's definitely some cats.
Oh, most definitely,
who
man.
represent.
You got Immaculate, you got Vinny Dwayne, you got Glenn Waco, you got Maze Karoma. There's more of them, man. I feel bad for leaving some people out,
but even with that, man,
Matt Randall.
Yep.
From there too.
Man, like what? Y'all got something in the water over there? What's up?
I just think at the moment when we was growing up in St. John's, it was a very real place. It's still real, but it's more like gentrified now. Back then, though, it was very real, mostly low income and blue collar workers and things like that. And when you growing up and struggling, that's the thing you immersed in. The music sounded a little bit different. You storytell. St. John's is known for the storytelling raps, I think.
Yeah.
Storytelling and also just having more of the it's street, but it's like from a different angle type of street.
You talk about that because that's it's something that we hear about a lot nationally when we talk about gentrification. We see it happening all over the nation. And I mean, really, not even just here in America, but like all over the world.
Yeah.
But in your estimation, someone who grew up in St. John's, still reps St. John's, and then the changes that you see, what is when you say gentrification, how do you define it? What does that mean to you?
To me, it just means, the people I grew up around and the people that was there before me, a lot of them can't afford to live in the neighborhood anymore, and it's unfortunate. I feel like that side of the city, St. John's, is took on a new identity from what I grew up around. I mean, some of it is good, I guess crime is down and all of that, but also a lot of people I knew I haven't seen in a while, or you don't see them like that. They had to move out to like Gresham and other places like that. So it just kind of take away the kind of the soul of what St. John's was.
Has that influenced your art?
Nah, man, because I feel like I grew up in the era where I soaked up everything I needed to soak up. I'm 28 now. I got all the experiences that I needed out of there. Yeah, at those times. But it still sucks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's good, like I said, there's good parts to it, and there's also the parts where people got to move, you know what I mean? It's never fun to move. I moved a lot when I was younger growing up in St. John, so I know how that feels.
Well, it's crazy because I was talking to someone, and the part of it that we often talk about is how the neighborhoods change, and especially culturally, and when we think about art, how that changes things. But like pieces that I hadn't even thought about were folk who've lived there for years and years and years, and maybe people who are on fixed incomes.
Right.
You get that gentrification, it changes property taxes, and now you got people who like I said, fixed incomes, lived there all their lives. Now they can't afford the property taxes.
Now they got to up and move, and
it's just crazy.
It rattles your whole life type thing. It could be elders, you know what I mean? They've been living there forever.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, now they got to go find a place to live. They may not even work, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
People getting pushed out because landlords want to make more money.
Yeah. It's crazy when you see
what I mean, I don't know. It's crazy when you see the abilities that landlords have to do what they do, and people literally getting moved out of all they've ever known. Chopping on my man Mike Cape. So, like I said, I connected with you a minute ago, which is so dope.
Yeah.
It's cool, like I said, to have seen.
You was in Gresham?
Man. We was doing our thing out at when that's
You
when I
in
was
the
on
cuts,
KZME.
bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
oh my God.
Yes, sir.
That is the farthest.
Out there.
I think that's the farthest east I've ever been in my entire life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We was out there, man. And you know, you've steadily put out music, and it's funny because you and I were talking a little while ago about Concrete Dreams, and I was saying, man, it seems like you dropped that years ago.
Yeah, man, it's funny. Just the way I wrote it out might make it feel that way because I put out a good amount of maybe 5 to 6 tracks off of it leading up to it.
Yeah.
It was kind of adjustment. It was kind of me adjusting around finances.
Yeah.
To fund the project, and I just wanted to keep the name Concrete Dreams in rotation. And when it came out, it hit hard. I think I released it last year in September.
It's nuts, B. And for me, I look at that as one of those things where it helps it sort of stand the test of time when you have a project that you feel like you've been living with it for a while.
Yeah.
It's because, to a great extent, it's because that project is so impactful. So, and it has been.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've seen with that project is how it's crossed. It's such a cliche-ish saying, but how it's crossed over demographically, how many people really felt that project. And then we've even seen what that's meant for you in terms of the opportunities you've had to do your thing live. In your words, I guess I should ask, is that a fair assessment of the project?
I think so, yeah. Man. I just think a lot of the truths on there can make people uncomfortable that don't come from the same background as I do, but also with that uncomfortableness, it makes people have to deal with it. And I think a lot of people appreciate the authenticity and the genuine lyrics in there, the stuff that I'm talking about. When you come to my shows, you see a mixed crowd a lot of the time. So I think that's dope, man. It impacted how I wanted it to impact, and it's still impacting. So I'm still putting out visuals for it.
The last video that you put out from that, Jumper Cables.
Yeah, that was fun. Shot by Nick Perp, man. Nick Pop, but Purple World.
Word. And it's funny, just to sidetrack a little bit, man. I've heard of his name for a while. Yeah. Saw some of the amazing work that he did.
Yeah, he a young dude too, man.
And that's what I was about to say. It seems like he's done a lot of stuff really. Probably not quickly because I'm sure he's been working at it for a minute, but in terms of putting it out there where people can feel it, a lot of stuff pretty quickly, which is dope.
Yeah, man, he's a hard worker. We working on one right now for the EP, the track Well Known. We shooting a video for that right now.
Okay.
So he actually shot a Mina's Caroline video.
That's what I was gonna sort of allude to, man. That video, I think, introduced him. Well, not I think. I know introduced him to the masses. Yeah. Which is crazy, bro.
Definitely, man.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that video had a lot to do with getting Amine's name to the masses.
Definitely, man. Visuals are almost more important than just releasing the track by itself nowadays.
Yeah. I
feel like the visuals stick around a lot longer and hit a lot harder than just releasing the track. Yeah. Nowadays.
You and Vinny, did y'all were y'all connected prior to recording?
Connected as far as knowing each other?
Yeah.
Nah, I've known Vinny. We both from St. John's. I've known Vinny since he was in 2nd grade.
Okay, word.
Yeah, he same age as my younger brother. So
okay.
Me and Vinny a year and a half apart.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I've known Vinny forever.
I asked that because if people hear the record, hear y'all together on record, it's a great sound. It sounds so natural to hear y'all rhyme together, but to see y'all on stage together, bro.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. It's like there's a couple joints that y'all did together.
Yeah.
it's like there needs to be a Mike Capes, Vinny Dwayne project.
We was just talking about that the other day. I actually brought that up the other day. Me and Vinny been talking about that for a little while now. The times got to match up, but we with it.
That's what's up.
Definitely with it.
That's what's up.
I think a lot of people would want that.
Yup, absolutely. I'm one of them. I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. I think it would be a good balance, man.
Yeah,
we similar in what we talk about, but we talk about it in different ways.
Yeah, yeah.
But you still feel the realness from each side.
Absolutely, absolutely. A couple of, I mean, it's been a nice year for you so far in 2017. You just did Pickathon.
Yeah.
Here in Portland.
That was super fun. Super fun. I liked it, man. It was different being in the woods and all of that, man. I messed up a pair of my shoes, man. But yeah, man, it was fun. Me and Dre went out there and we got it cracking. A lot of people was hitting me on like social media and in real life after our shows and was like, yo, this is the best show we've seen here so far.
Word.
Had to go out there and rep for hip-hop, Portland hip-hop. Because it was mostly, you know, other genres of music other than hip-hop. But I think it was me, Dodger, and Black Milk. And Tyus is R&B, but Tyus too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that we were the only ones that were out there that was more so on the rap spectrum.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to attend, but you did a good job of letting folk know who follow you on social media what the experience was like. And I saw you because you performed multiple times. Four times out there.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be 2, but I got there and they had like these extra things going on. But it was all good, man. I got to meet a lot of good people.
Yeah.
I always like shows that kind of mash up genres and, cross different types of crowds and put them together in the same place.
Yeah. And that's definitely I think that's a big part of what that festival is about.
Yeah.
Did I see you did like an acoustic thing?
Oh, so that was we did like a Q&A kind of it was a Q&A question type kind of like an unplugged type of situation.
Word.
Yeah, and what the crazy thing about it is you don't know you're going to do something like that until you show up to that venue and you like, because when we showed up, me and Dre was like, man, they got chairs and seats in here because we had the set that I usually do that's more of a turned up type of set.
Right.
So we adjusted on the fly and then we was like, me and Dre talked about it. We was like, man, we're going to do a Q&A, unplugged type thing. And then they came to us afterwards. It was like, do you guys mind if there's a Q&A? And we was like, whoa. Right. So we was ahead of it. So, I mean, chemistry, man. We just looked at the room and the setting of the room was like, man, how we gonna do this?
Yeah.
And it ended up being what they wanted to do anyway. So
that's what's up. Chopping up with Mike Capes. The other big thing that changed for you in 2017 is how you're doing music now. You about to headline your first tour coming up.
Snap.
Right?
You put that out there. Oh man.
Bro,
yes, we working on putting together a tour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you know that?
Bruh, come on.
Who told you that?
Come on, bruh. You know.
That's wild. That's wild, man. He came with the little swift uppercut.
Yes,
man. We working on putting together a tour. Yeah. I don't got no details like that right now, but yeah.
It's gotta feel good to just once again see your career grow to the place that you can even take that step, man.
Yeah, man. I just feel like at some point, if something is your passion and you feel that heavy about it, then you got to jump out the window at some point. You got to take a chance at some point. So I feel like that's where I'm at with it.
That's exciting, man. It's like, once again, like I know I keep saying it, but it's just exciting to see how your career has grown through the years, steadily grown through the years.
Yeah.
Because I know how difficult it is for artists just to try to find their footing. But I think, again, because of the moves that you've made and because of the audiences that you've touched, I think it's just natural for you to sort of be in this place now where you at. So
yeah, bro. Bro, I think it comes down to people like you, Star Child, Cool Nuts, and a lot of other OGs in the city that support what I do and help me out and things like point me in the right directions, and also God too, man. I feel like it's guided that way. I don't do nothing that feel forced. I just kind of move off the energy and it's happening. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
One of the things I think that's been pretty consistent with your music, and you touched on it, the experiences that you've had just in life, and how you've taken that and it's become a part of your art. We categorize one another when it comes to the art. And I think there was a time where we wanted to move away from that because we just wanted hip hop to be accepted. But I think there's definitely benefit to that categorization. I categorize you as a conscious rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once again, I know at your shows, people do come through and they turn up for real.
Oh yeah, man.
But content, B, you always come with content.
Yeah.
Which is dope because I don't think that's always the case now.
Yeah, man. I just think I look at it the same way as when people say my music is political. I think it's political to people that don't come from where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not political to me. It's just how I grew up and what I seen and what I came up around.
Yeah.
Political, I feel like, is like an outsider term to like real stuff going on. So I treat like conscious the same way. I think every artist is conscious. They just conscious of different stuff.
Word.
And I think if you wanted to put me over there, you could. But also, man, I just like making music that I feel.
Yeah.
Whatever way I feel is the way it come out. Because with Sheesh, it's not as heavy in the content as Concrete Dreams was, and I did that on purpose. I didn't want to. I just felt like I needed a break from like a lot of heavy subject matter because I did it already, and I felt like it's a lot going on in the world right now to where that's been going on. You deal with it, seeing everything on social media, and that thing, and it take a toll on you. So I just wanted to do something more fun.
Word.
Not fun to where I'm just being reckless with it, but something that's more. Something I needed to get off my chest more so.
To be fair, at the time that we're recording this, I haven't had a chance to listen to the whole project yet.
That's my fault.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's your fault.
Yeah, man. I did not make the listening party last night, but I have heard the first single.
Which one? I might or well known.
Well known, and bruh. It is actually a lot of fun to hear you on that track for several reasons.
Yeah.
So people who, I mean, and you just touched on it, you know, Concrete Dreams was fairly heavy.
Yeah.
You really went in. I was curious as to how you were going to sound on a fully produced Dre project.
That's the whole point, man. Like that's why a lot of reason why we did it, man.
Yeah.
Like we knew people was gonna wonder how I would sound over what Dre does, because Dre usually does like 808 heavy, you know, like symphony type sounds, like big sounds. And whereas a lot of people would like to categorize me into like, you know, like boom bap beats sometime and like experimental beats like Jansport.
Yeah.
But me and Dre been working together for a while. I knew I like challenging my pen and writing the new types of stuff.
Well, and you know, and that's not to, I mean, because I think Dre is one of the more talented producers, but also engineering, like listening to that and hearing some of the stuff that he did from an engineer's standpoint, I was like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah, he definitely engineered. You heard that pan, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you liked.
I mean, he really did some cool stuff, so that was definitely cool to see. But
he engineered the whole thing too, man.
Dre's that dude, man. It's
multifaceted, man. He could DJ, he could produce, he can engineer. Shit, he's not your typical type of DJ.
No.
He's like a more so a new age type of DJ. I think it's something that I feel like it helps the rap game a lot. That type of DJ.
Yeah.
Somebody who has the personality as well, but still isn't trying to be the rapper, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, it's like a DJ hype man type thing.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's one of the things that's cool about watching him do his thing is he is so he's so involved in your set. He's a very real part of what you do from the stage. Yeah. There's so many bars. There's so many bars, but there's the one bar what you said. I don't ride the wave. I change the current. I was like, come on, Mike.
I never ride on no wave. I be controlling the current.
That's what it is.
And it's a double entendre, you know what I mean? Like current as far as, I said never ride on no wave, and current as far as water.
Right.
And then also controlling the current as in what's going on now.
Exactly.
And yeah, man, I just felt like on this EP, I wanted to talk my shit. I feel like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of rappers feel safe because they know that I stayed to conceptual music a lot of the time.
Right.
But on here, I just wanted to kind of step on some necks a little bit.
Yep.
That wasn't my main purpose. I was having fun myself, but still, that's the other side of me.
Well, I mean, you're an MC, B, and so it's cool to see you like, all right, let's go. Let me show you. Let me show you what's up.
I like that type of stuff, man. I'm only 28, but I've been at it for a minute, man, as far as making music. So a lot of people that hear my music now or maybe 3 years ago don't understand that bar type music is the type of music that I kind of came up on. You know what I mean? Like the battle rap era and also like 50 Cent era.
Yeah.
So that's where I kind of started writing music the most. And it's just fun to get back on some rap type stuff.
Word up. I'm definitely excited to hear the rest of the project and see what else that what else you did on it. The project though, was this something that y'all had been working on for a while? Because I mean, I've talked to you before, and you've told me how. I guess you told me a couple things. I know one, you do take your time with writing. Yet, I know that there've also been, and maybe it was like on features. I know you'll go in and knock out a couple of verses and just like real quick. So this project as a whole, was this something y'all been working on for a minute, or was it just?
Nah, it was kind of like we've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
But the recording process was maybe a month and a half, maybe if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just he'd be at Greenlug, we meet up.
Yeah.
Or we'd be at his house. He'd play a snippet of something like well known. It was something. I don't even think he had finished. I think he just had a sample of the beginning part.
Yeah.
Then he started adding snares to it. He played me a beat by Chucky Buckets, and I had that hook in my phone.
Yeah.
I said, hey, let me try this over that beat. And he was like, nah, you about to put this over one of my beats. Then I tried that hook over it, and it sounded right, and he just kept reconfiguring it, and then we came with that, and then went to the studio and knocked it out, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It was pretty fast. It was natural, the whole making of it.
Yeah.
He had the intro beat called Sheesh already. I just wrote to that, went straight through on it. I think I Might was the first one we recorded.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the calendar right now because I wanna see the official release date is the 25th.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
probably 9 p.m. on the 24th.
Okay. And
you know how that goes.
I do. Where's it gonna be available at?
It's gonna be on Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, all of those things, man. Bandcamp, everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I like to make it all accessible to everybody.
So this is an EP.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna ride with this for a minute and just let people have time to digest this, or is this a precursor to something else? That you can talk about, because I know how it is, B.
Well, I know for a fact, I know what I want to do with the next album already.
Okay.
But I'm going to ride this out and push this and Concrete Dreams together.
Yeah.
Because we still putting out visuals for Concrete Dreams. I'm not somebody that believes that it came out a while ago, so you still can't put out visuals. I think the type of music I make, I don't feel like it has a time limit on it.
Yeah.
So why not do take on that same mindset with videos?
That's what's up.
And that's what I'm doing with that. And then putting out videos for Sheesh. Yeah, man. I want to do that with all of my EP, because I'm going to do more EPs in between. I think I'm going to start doing like full EP, just to stay sharp and also just experiment. Because I felt like on Sheesh, it was a little bit of experimenting.
Yeah.
Well, well known, even the flow pattern on there, it was, I don't know where the fuck it came from. But I heard how the beat was, and I just went with, you know how you kind of start out mumbling at first.
Yeah.
When you listen to a beat, trying to find a cadence, and that's the cadence I found.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to talk about on Well Known, man. Like listening to it a few times back to back. That's one of the things that I really dug about it was you had a flow that initially in the song that's very familiar in terms of what newer artists are doing.
Yeah.
And then, like in the middle of the song, it was like, whoa, and you just switched your whole flow up to like Mike Capes is spitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is dope. I think it goes a long way in demonstrating your talents, your ability to just even do that, which I thought was cool. That's just one song on the EP.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what else you did on it, B.
Yeah, man. I got one featuring Lang and Blossom.
Okay.
That one is more geared towards the women, but I think men can rock with it too. It's it's called Passion Fruit. It's basically it's saying to women you don't have to lead with your physical appearance and all of that. What is below all of that? You know what I mean?
Word.
Pretty much, but it's not like talking down type, condescending type of way. It's just like, hey, you more than body parts, pretty much.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out my man Mike Capes. So like I said, a listening party you had last night. We're looking forward to the project releasing on the 25th.
Yeah.
Do you have any other shows within the next?
Yeah, man. Got mic check,
Wait,
man.
what? What's that?
We got mic check, man. I'll be highlighting. I'll be headlining
Yes,
mic
sir.
check on August 31st, man, at White Eagle.
It's so dope to have you back rocking, man.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be you, Fontaine, who
Yes.
I'm really excited to see perform.
Yeah, man. That's one of my favorite other artists out of the city, man.
Putting in work, and it's funny because I knew Fontaine as a producer first.
Yeah.
And then got a chance to hear him spit, and he's another one of those artists that I like the fact that he's sort of multifaceted with his style.
Yeah.
You know, when you listen to his latest release,
Hell for Infinite Losers.
yeah, you get to hear that. You get to hear all of these different styles that he brings.
He's eclectic, man.
Yeah.
Real eclectic. I like that about him.
So he's gonna be on the bill, and then my man Cash Hollister.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah, man, he's from Kansas, so he's coming through. He's doing a West Coast run, so we get to have him on
That's
the bill as
dope.
well. Yeah, so really looking forward to that. And of course, we're gonna have an open mic. Trox Diesel, my man Star Child is hosting. So that's going down on the 31st at the White Eagle. Y'all need to come out see my man Mike.
Slide through.
Now, I know
man.
you're gonna be doing some. You're gonna be doing some of the new material.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some of the new stuff. I can't say that I'm gonna be doing all of it,
Yeah.
but we're gonna do some of it. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's
it's
up.
5 tracks, but
Yeah. No doubt. When we look at right now, Portland artists, Portland hip hop right now. Every time I feel like you and I have a conversation, whether it be on the radio show or just chopping it up, you know, we're always talking about how Portland is getting more recognition nationally.
Yeah.
As an artist, like you said, born and raised right here in Portland, from St. John's, rep St. John's, rep Portland in everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
There's an influx of folk. Gentrification is probably a bit of the result of that.
Yeah.
But there's an influx of consumers, but then there's also an influx of artists in Portland right now.
Yeah.
What impact do you feel like that has on you as an artist?
On me as an artist, as far as like transplants?
Yeah.
I think it adds to the flavor, man, of the city, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it definitely adds to it.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have a Rashid Jamal in that case, you know what I mean?
Up.
And Rashid, to me, is one of the best artists, period.
Yeah.
Not just in Portland, one of the best artists, period.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a Dodger, a Mike Bogan. Who else we got out there? There's a few other ones, but I just feel like it adds to it.
Yeah.
I like competition, so it adds to the competition as well. So, some people got their complaints about it. I do feel like this. I do feel like a lot of journalists and a lot of people that are from here tend to flock towards things that aren't familiar here a lot of the time. So I think it helps for it helps transplant artists that come here.
Yeah.
But then some of them, it's just they sound fits the city, fits the mainstream part of the city. You know what I mean? Like more of the pop rap sound.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It just fits.
Yeah.
The type of music I do is very homed in on where I come from and what I come from, and a lot of parts of the city don't come from that, and it's hard for them to understand it. It's not as digestible.
Yeah.
Now, I think as far as rapping, I do this shit here. That's just how I feel. I feel like as far as rapping, there ain't gonna be too many people that's about to out rap me.
Word.
Period.
That's what's up.
But I like all artists. Like I said on Twitter the other day, man, I just treat it's like basketball game, man. I'll take you out there and bust your ass, and we could be cool later. It's a sport, man.
Right.
I say get better.
That's what's
Can't
up.
get mad, just get better. And I took on that same advice when I was younger. There was a dude. I was in a group with my homie Corey Mason, Kidda, and one of the homies was like, "Hey, he's way better than you. You suck." And I was like, "Okay." And then I've just been working since. That's fuel to me.
Yeah.
I like when people do that.
Yeah.
and where I'm at now is proving a point.
That's what's up, man.
So,
Mike Cave spitting knowledge up in here.
Yeah, man. But as far as the transplant, this is my thing. I will say this. I think when you get on a bigger platform and you get the chance to speak on your story, and a lot of your story is from the city.
Yeah.
Like you got your footing in the city.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't have to do it, but I feel like it's only right that you bring it up.
Word.
You know what I mean? You don't want to alienate nobody or feel like they wasn't involved in what happened. You don't have to do that,
Right.
but I mean, I think it's the right thing to do.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
a lot of people's gripes about, transplant artists. And I don't think it's a lot of it is not even artists that are not from here. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? It's just when something is new and they come to the city and it's actually good,
Yeah.
people are going to cover it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a little bit of that is happening with Win too right now. You know what I mean? She's dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how it happens like that.
Yeah.
Just work harder.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just work harder, bro. It's music, and at the end of the day, you got to be making music for a purpose anyway. It's not just to be better than the next person. If it is, then you're not gonna stay in it that long.
You dropping knowledge bombs up in here,
Yeah,
man.
Rap is competitive. It's a competitive sport. It's a competitive sport. Do your thing, stay in your lane, but also it's competitive. You can't be a crybaby about shit.
Yeah. Yeah. As we just see sort of this evolution of hip hop here in Portland, one of the things that I remember who I was talking to, but they were talking about other regions, and I had my first taste of hip hop in the Northeast, and then was in the South when the South was really starting to come up, and then moved up here to the Northwest. And one of the things that I always talk about is wanting the benefit of having balance in music, and I feel like right now in Portland we're right on the verge of that being where we can have that balance, because we have so many artists now who are at a level in their career, they've worked hard enough that they can really hold their own in different subgenres of hip hop.
Right.
But I think one of the differences is, I think right now with this current wave of artists, having everybody support everybody else. I shouldn't say it that way, because I don't expect everybody to support everybody. Yeah. But people in the Northeast, if you were from New York, you rep in New York. Yeah. Even if what you do is different. I'm a conscious rapper. You're not you're a party rapper. That's okay. We still rep in New York. Same thing was in the South. You're from the South. We rep the South together. Right. That in Portland, and then to a greater extent in the Northwest. Since you've been doing this for a minute, do you see the region moving towards that, really representing the Northwest hip hop scene?
I think so. I mean, I think we can do more to bridge the gap between Seattle and us. So.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to do for the past couple of years, linking with Gifted Gab and Jarv D, More Gang. Yeah. Other artists up there, you know what I mean? Just trying to bridge the gap, because I know I want to do shows up there and they want to do shows down here, and we just got to bridge the gap, man. I just think we need to do more of crossing the borders and doing more music. Yeah. It'd be dope to even take like a mic check or a thesis and do one in Seattle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have mostly Seattle artists, maybe have a Portland artist open up, and then vice versa down here.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Star about that.
Yeah,
Star
man.
Child.
Yeah, man. I think we West Coast, but at the end of the day, when people think of West Coast, they think California.
Right.
So I think the Northwest, it's our time to get on the map like the South did, like the Midwest did, like even California did. Because before that, it was just New York.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
I think we got a different sound.
Yeah, and absolutely. And it's funny because that's been a question for quite a while. I know what is the Northwest sound, and I think things are really honing in now, and you're getting to the point that you have enough artists representing the region on a large enough scale now that you can say, okay, that's Portland. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
What do you think the sound is for Portland at the moment?
I think it's still growing, and to me, the current Portland sound is it's a little bit of sort of that I don't even know how you categorize it, but almost alternative, you know?
Yeah.
When you look at artists like Casso, when you look at artists like Dodger, you know, these are artists who really, really cross over to people who, you know, the typical person who would say, yeah, I don't really like
listen
rap.
to rap like that. Yeah.
But I do like Casso. I don't really like, you know, I listen to rap, but I like, you know, I like Tyus. I don't listen to rap, but I like Dodger.
Yeah.
And so I think what that's doing potentially is opening doors.
Yeah.
So that then when people go, oh, that's rap. What else you got?
I think, man, a lot of people when they bring up rap, they always think of the stuff they hear on the radio. Usually, people that don't listen to rap don't like rap because they hear top 40 rap all the time. And they play the same thing all the time, and it's never any substance. It's really just shit made to sell products and sell a dream, really. But when they really start to jump into it and come to these shows, that's what we got to do more, get more people that aren't familiar with rap shows to come to rap shows. Because when they do come, they end up liking it, and they're like, man, I did not know there was a rap scene here.
Exactly.
And that's where we at with it. Is like how rap was new in New York when they first started doing it. I think that's where we at in Portland. Rap. It's not new, but it's newer to the main demographic in Portland, which is like white folks that don't really come into the parts that are considered sketch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
but I think even greater than that though, Mike, is I think that, you know, there's a large number of people who like, oh yeah, I don't really like rap, but when so and so comes into town, that person who has a name, I want to go see them. Yeah. And I think to me a part of it is that people don't necessarily know that not only are there talented rappers in Portland, but there's a hip hop scene in Portland, all encompassing. And I think that's what people like myself and people who are curators of the scene here, we have to do a better job of letting folk know you don't have to wait for the National Touring Act.
Right.
Like you have artists right here.
And the shows sell out sometimes too, man. It's like come through and support the homegrown talent, man.
Yeah.
The people that are here putting in work.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, I don't think they supporting just because they don't want to support. It's about knowing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So getting to these places where these people live.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that we trying to continue to work on. The new project is Sheesh. It drops on the 25th of this month, and then on the 31st, you have an opportunity to see my man Mike Capes do his thing live at Mic Check at the White Eagle Saloon. One of the other things that you've done a really, really good job of, I feel like it was pretty closely associated with the release of Concrete Dreams. Is bruh, you are on your merch game, B.
Oh yeah,
you
man.
are, bruh.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. When I first met Gifted Gab, she came down from Seattle, and I went and watched one of her shows, and I was like, she got a gang of fucking merch, bro. Like, I had never seen that before with artists here.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just took notes from that and was like, I need to get more merch.
Yeah.
And it's also another way to make money. People, if you put on a good show, a lot of people are gonna buy some merch afterwards. That emotional buy, they feel connected to to it, and they buy it. I feel like all artists here should have some merch.
Yeah.
Try to get merch some type of way, even if it's one piece, like a hat or something.
Yeah. But you've done. I mean, I think there's a combination too, though. I mean, you gotta have. You can't just put out a T-shirt that has your name on it. You gotta have quality stuff. Yeah. Designs gotta be popping.
Yeah. Shout out to Alexander Wright,
bro. If y'all don't know,
kingpin of this graphic stuff out here.
Man, that's my dude right there. You have the Mike Capes T-shirt, which I proudly rock. You got the Mike Capes snapback. Yeah. You got the Mike Capes pin. What else you got?
Well, I just got Concrete Dream dad hats. I got a red one and I got a black one. Okay. And then we got Sheesh hats.
Oh, word.
Now, they was at the listening party last night. We got Sheesh pins. Got Concrete Dream shirts now.
Okay.
That say Concrete Dreams on the front, and on the back it has the track list with all the features.
Oh, word. That's dope.
On it. And then I'm missing something. Got North by Nature shirts.
Okay. Oh, I seen the design for that.
Yeah.
Alex did that one?
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
So, man, it's we got a lot of merch, and then in the fall, gonna come with some hoodies and come with some Coach jackets.
Bruh. Like I said, you on your merch game though, V. That's what's up.
I need to get a dang sponsor though, man.
Yeah.
That a financial sponsor because merch is spendy, man.
Yeah, man. Bruh, look, I totally
So if you want to
understand.
fund Mike Capes merch and you hear this,
Yep.
holla at me.
And on that note, B, like what's the link, man? If people are trying to get at you, whether it be on and I'm sure there's probably multiple ways. If they just want to connect with you, if they want to really get behind you from a financial standpoint, or if they want to book you.
So booking me, you can always go through my email. That's mic.capes@gmail.com. That's mike.capes@gmail.com. That's for booking. What else? You can hit me up on Facebook. It's Mike Capes, same thing. MICCAPES, or Instagram, Mike Capes _music. And you can get at me that way. We putting out relaunching a website next week.
Oh, word.
So yeah, it's gonna be MikeCapesMusic.com.
Okay, and you'll have merch link there.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's where you'll be able to get the Sheesh EP too.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Direct all your traffic that way.
Yeah, man. Head to the website. Here have links to all the other social media right there on the website. Once again, the opportunity to watch you do what you do has been just a lot of fun, man, and I'm really happy for the success that you have had to this point. One of the other things that you have consistently spoken about, but also done, is impacting young minds.
Yeah.
And you've done that in a couple different ways. Musically, you have been one of the loudest voices here in the city about creating opportunities for all ages here in the city.
We still need to do that shit.
Yeah. Can you talk about some of the areas that you've done? I mean, I know you've done some shows for some all ages shows.
Yeah. When I can do all ages shows, whenever I can, I try to do them.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, I've did stuff at Roosevelt High School.
Yeah.
Where I worked. Whenever I can do, because there's not many places we can do all age shows here, and a lot of people on Instagram, different social media, always hit me up.
Yeah.
This all ages? Is this all ages?
Right.
And I always got to tell them, nah, man, nah.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we need a venue that's all ages, and I feel like some of these places that don't do all ages can shut down the bar for certain shows, man, and let kids come in there and get it going.
Yeah.
I mean, hip hop is driven by youth culture, so
yeah.
They really want to come out and support, but if they can't, it doesn't help the scene at all.
Right.
Like, imagine having a mic check that's all ages.
Bruh, right?
Imagine kids, because they come in droves. They don't come by themselves. They come 4 deep a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to really do a better job of bringing in the high school kids into the fold. And it's a lot of talent in there, too. I've met some kids that are incredible.
Yeah. Well, and I think again, because of your content, I think kids relate so well to you because you speak on their experience.
Yeah.
You know, you speak on that youth experience, and you do it in such a way that you don't come across as being preachy. Yeah. Yet you do create opportunities for people to be mindful of their situations. So I
just want people to think critically, man.
Yeah.
I just think thinking critically is big.
Yeah.
In my music, I just want people to ask the question why a lot of the time, and walk away with something that they didn't have before, or a perspective they didn't have before.
That's what's up. Yeah. Chopping up with my man Mike Capes. I want to say thank you. Speaking of all ages shows, I had an opportunity to have you rock with me at the Time Based Art Festival, and which is an all ages event, and you've been on this journey with me since my KZ and Me days.
Yeah.
And you've been a constant supporter of what I try to do. So I just want to publicly say thank you for continually making good music, being consistent as an individual with what you're doing. Again, people probably get sick of me hearing me say it, but just in terms of content, I definitely appreciate that.
Thank you.
And you will continually have my support, bro, because I believe in your vision. I believe in your journey. And just once again, man, so happy to see you continue to make these moves, man, for real.
Yeah, man. TSDS, man. Shit don't stop, man. Go get that gear too. TSDS, man. That's North Portland stuff. Man.
Oh, word. I seen
Yeah.
when Vinny did the last time Vinny did mic check, he was rocking that.
Yeah, man. That's my actually my roommate, Snugs, and then Anton from Renaissance Coalition.
Oh, that's what's up. That's right.
Yeah, they came together and made that clothing line.
Okay.
TSDS.
Okay. I'm about to put you on the spot, B.
What's happening?
So like I said, when I first started looking for artists and I found you, I think I saw that you were doing stuff as a solo artist, but also that you were a part of a clique with Glenn Waco,
the Resistance,
and
man.
Rashid Jamal. Shout out
Yeah.
to my man Rashid. He just dropped a project.
Yeah, that video crazy. He just the project Indigo Child. You ain't the only one is dropping on Monday.
Okay.
But he dropped a crazy
visuals.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nuts. I guess I had an opportunity to hear it. That's what it was.
Yeah,
He
man.
let me get the preview. But yo, what's up with the Resist? I know my man
What's
Glenn
up with
Waco's back in the Northwest.
Yeah,
B,
man,
so
that's
what's
big.
up?
That's big. Actually, man, we've been talking about putting together an EP. There
Okay.
ain't no like date on it or anything, but I think we just said letting the dust settle a little bit with Rashid putting something out right now, and then
Right.
I'm putting something out. And then after that, we got the time. So
Word
ain't nothing
up.
but time and opportunity and beats, and ain't none of us lacking with the pen. So yeah, I'm excited to see Waco back here too.
Yeah.
I want to see him get back going on the music like that.
Man, he did a verse on this joint.
Muddy Waters.
Oh my
He
Lord.
snapped.
I was like, bruh, you keep rapping like that?
Yeah,
So,
bro. I think a lot of people get it messed up and think just because he's involved with the activism stuff that's mostly what he's about. But
Yeah.
man, Waco a rapper at the end of the day, bro. Like the thing is, he comes the strongest on features.
Yeah.
And if you look way back, if you look at Rise and Grind,
Yeah.
I think it was the second to last song. He's the last on there,
Yeah.
and he snapped. I've always did that to him, like, hey, you go last.
Right.
And he anchors it all the time.
Well, and I think looking at the level of talent between the three of you, I think having an opportunity to get the three of you on a track
Again.
Oh my Lord. You're just gonna push one another.
Yeah,
and that's what
always.
makes me excited.
Always. I think the last one we put out together was probably Mount Olympus. I don't feel like people listen to that one like that, but Mount Olympus is crazy. If you want to hear that, get on SoundCloud, type in Rashid Jamal, and then put in Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I'm gonna say this right now. Producers, submit beats, and then everybody jump on social media and make a bunch of noise. We just need a single. We just need a single right quick, just
from all three of us?
From all three.
Y'all hear that?
We need
Rashid,
a single.
you hear that? Waco, you hear that?
Let's make it a reality, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We've been talking about an EP though, and we got a title for one.
A word?
Yeah,
okay.
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, nah. We got to leave them one more.
Yeah.
Bruh, this is good, man.
Yeah, man.
This is a long time coming.
You even use your notes, bro. I seen you had notes.
Yeah,
that handy dandy notepad.
Right. I just when it comes to chopping it with folk that I just want to chop it up with you, man. We almost about just under an hour in, man, and really wanted to give folk an opportunity to get to know a little bit of your journey and sort of what's coming. Just to make sure that people, it's one of the things that I know I often talk about when I have people on the radio show. It's always cool because it gives me the platform to let artists get their art out there.
Yeah.
But having done that for a number of years, I get to know so much about the individual, and I want the masses to know that as well. And that's what this is about. Really letting folk know who Mike Capes is. As a human being, it comes across in your music, but
I appreciate that
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure,
man.
dude.
Sometimes I'm careful though, man. I think that's why I haven't been posting on social media as much either, really like that, because I think people can take things on social media and just take those thoughts you had in that moment and really create a whole person off of it.
Right.
So I just try to be careful with things like that now, and man, I try to give them more of me in the music instead of as much of the debate stuff on Facebook.
Well, but you know what though, you bring up a good point, B, because I've seen that in some of the conversations that you've had with people on Facebook, where I think you do push people in a positive way, to really think about what they're saying and how they're reacting and responding to things that are going on, and have healthy debates with people.
Yeah, it's always one that come in that want to take it left, though,
right,
man.
Right. Well, you know what that is, though. That's, everybody's got courage behind a computer screen, right?
This is true, man. This is true. And I think it's context too. People, you can't, when you typing, you don't read context the same way as if I was in front of you talking.
Right.
And I just I don't stress it no more.
Yeah.
Don't try to argue with nobody. It's a waste of energy, because I really come off of there mad.
Yeah.
And I don't want to walk around snapping at nobody for no reason. It's corny. Just conserving your energy for more positive things.
Before we get out of here, bro, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to just express your thoughts on what's happening here in our nation right now when it comes to the whole alt-right thing and
45.
Just
that dude,
bro.
I just think he a clown, bro. I think I can believe it, but I can't believe it's like when the TV series, like you see him at the podium saying wild shit, man, defending Nazis and comparing them to Black Lives Matter and like excusing what they're doing. Like he'll condemn them, but then he'll backpedal because he knows that's his main support, I think.
Right.
And then it's just wild to see that the president, like I wouldn't want him running a 7-Eleven. Yeah. And he's in the White House running the entire nation, the nation that's supposed to be the strongest on the planet. And it's just it's discouraging, but like being black, man, you never put no trust in that anyway. You know what I mean? I think it's big now because he's actually making white people mad. Like people can't sit around no more and act like it don't affect them.
Right.
So I think that's what it is, but it's just wild that I just wonder every day, what is he gonna do next?
Yeah.
And I don't wonder like paranoia, but I just like, all right, this is comical. What is he gonna do next?
Yeah.
Not comical in the sense of how it's affecting people's lives, but like him.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. And as far as all the Charlottesville stuff and all of that, man, I think he contradicts himself all the time, man. If those was black people out there doing that, running over people and all of that, he would have got on Twitter so fast and said something, but it took him 3 days to say something about Charlottesville.
Well, I saw someone made a remark. He's got to be careful. Something to the effect of, I'm totally paraphrasing, but he's got to be careful with what he says because a lot of these people that he's condemning, are the people who got him into the White House.
Yeah. So he in their hand.
Right. He's empowered a lot of hateful people.
Right.
To go from talking to acting.
Right. These are terrorists.
Yeah.
Like a terrorist is not a Muslim, or I think anybody could be a terrorist.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your religion or what you look like.
Right.
These are terrorists. And didn't he take the FBI off didn't he take all the white supremacist groups off of the FBI watch?
Yep.
Like why would you do something like that?
Again, people who have followed me in my personal life know that I believe in the phrase louder than words.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm seeing.
His actions, yeah.
His actions go a long way in telling you, in expressing his heart and his character.
Right.
And when you're in a position of power the way that he is, that's
the
when
worst man that you could give that much power to.
Yeah. You talk about it's comical, man. Now you almost when you see people in government just dropping off, it's like it is almost like his television show, The Celebrity, or
like
Celebrity Apprentice or whatever.
You know what I mean? Like
that's really what it comes across as now.
This dude is the president. You can still say that today, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who's the president?
Yeah.
Donald Trump? Like, and to keep it completely honest, before he was president, I liked him as like a TV personality because you want that. He reminded me of Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And I liked Ric Flair, so
yeah.
like he's just funny to me.
Yeah.
But as the president, and then you start to see what he really believes and the people getting behind him, and then on his campaign trail, how he was just striking matches left and right. It's just how's he not impeached already?
Well, it sounds like more and more people are pushing for that. Even now, like you mentioned, even people of color who are not people of color, or even talking about that. The scary thing about it is that it really feels like we are so the divide has been growing and growing and growing over the last several years, and it almost feels like now we're at this point of I don't know how you turn this ship around.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can get biblical with it too, man. It's a description of that type of guy in the Bible.
Exactly. I mean, and at the end of the day, that's what I tell people. At the end of the day, my faith tells me that all of this was predicted, regardless of what your religious affiliation is. If something was said a minute ago and you see these things coming to fruition,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, America is just like Rome, just like all the other places that
predicted to fall,
got all the way to the top and then caved in on itself.
Yeah.
Hopefully we could turn it around, but I don't feel like we would feel the effects as much as people that have money.
Yeah, I mean, I think
they're not used to having. They're not used to not having anything.
Yeah, learning how to. I say that all the time, man. When I look at generations that went through things like the Great Depression and this, that, and the other, and I think, man, there's something that happens to you when you have to figure out how to make it work when you don't have anything.
Right.
That you're not quite as worried about losing everything because you've been there before.
Yeah, but Trump.
It's your guy, man.
Definitely not. Trump supporters, where y'all at, man? Holla at your man. Y'all voted for him, man.
Right.
It's y'all fault. I don't want to hear nothing about black people not coming out to vote.
Come on.
We didn't trust neither one of them, so we didn't vote. That's okay. We don't trust the system. You do. You put them in the White House. Not all white people, but super conservative white folks.
It's gonna be an interesting few more months, B.
Yeah. Hey, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
And let's quit getting caught up in being a liberal or being a conservative, man. Let's be humans. Let's treat each other decent. Period. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I don't want to be either one. Some things I'm more liberal on. Some things I'm more conservative on. But at the end of the day, treat people how you want to be treated. Period.
That's what's up. Mike Capes, once again, dropping knowledge bombs. He's got the new project dropping on the 25th.
Sheesh.
On the real, by the time this will probably come out after the album drops or after the EP drops. It'll also be after Mike Check. But now you got ample time. If you haven't gotten it yet, you know that it's out.
Pre-orders out now
Go
on Apple
get
Music
it.
and iTunes.
And then look for some more special things. If you just tuned into the latter part of the podcast, we dropped a little something for you, so you got to go back and listen.
Yeah, man.
Some ways you might be able to catch Mike Capes in the future.
Yeah, man.
Brother man, I appreciate you, bro.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
For
real. Do you got the radio version of I Might yet?
I don't.
I have it, and I'll send it to you.
I need that.
And you'll have it.
Yes, sir. And we will blast that here on X-Ray FM.
Man, at the listening party last night, that bang.
People was feeling it.
Oh yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you always gotta have a friend that dances in the building. And one of my friends' name is X Xavier.
Uh-huh.
And if he don't dance to the song, it probably sucks. Or if he ain't bobbing his head to it, because he one of them people that can't help it.
Right.
So
he was on it.
Safe to say he did that with every one of them.
That's what's up. Yeah. You definitely gonna be hearing that on X-Ray FM. A couple shout outs right quick, man. Shout outs to my man Dre Slaps for just continuing to do good work.
He out there, he with his fiance Zanelle out there. They trying to catch that eclipse.
Oh, word.
At the beach, so
be careful out there, man.
Couldn't be here.
A bunch of traffic out there.
I ain't fucking with it. No.
Big ups to my X-Ray FM family. We are recording this right now in the X-Ray FM production studios. They are continuing to do more and more to support the local scene. Big ups to Acapella Apparel.
Yes, I need some of that.
Right?
That's clean.
Right?
I like the
bro. You gotta head over to the website, man. They
from here?
Yeah, absolutely. They got this one right here, the Funk Boogie Soul Disco Tee. They got a bunch of really good stuff, man. The website is acapella.com, and it's spelled AKEPELE.com. If you go to my website, djklyph.com, you'll find them in the community link. But shout out to them. They are an official supporter of the Klyph Notes podcast. Klyph Notes is available wherever you listen to your podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, Google, TuneIn, or just go to my website, djklyph.com. Be on the look for MikeCapesMusic.com.
Yep.
And
shout out to Gianna, man.
Shout
out to Gianna. She put that together.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Once again, man, so much good talent right here in Portland.
Hella.
God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening. Like my man Mike Cape said, man, be good people. All right, y'all. Be blessed.
Peace.
Peace.